In the last episode, we learned about the start of Ashoka's reign. A king supposedly chosen by the gods. And also a king who threw his oldest brother along with a few thousand people inside a charcoal pit. Now, the reason you know Ashoka mainly is because of his supposed peacefulness. Now, you, dear viewer, may be thinking, maybe throwing somebody into a charcoal pit, not somebody, a few thousand somebodies, is not that peaceful. Well, that was Ashoka before. Not peaceful, very violent. But soon, the opposite would happen. And it would happen with one battle. Before we detail the battle, first I want to show you a little bit of context. This is where I live, Orlando. Now let's go all the way to India. Anyway, this is India. India has 28 states and 8 union territories. One of these states is Odisha, formerly called Odisha. Odisha is the modern day descendant of Kalinga. It's a very distinct state. They speak their own language, they have their own culture. They're mainly Dravidian. It's home to that city that CGP Grey thinks he cannot pronounce, but in reality can pronounce very finely. Now let's look at the Mauryan Empire. By now, the Mauryan Empire had conquered India, Nepal, Bhutan, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Tajikistan. They had vassalized Xinjiang and Bangladesh. Now, they had also gotten into the southern part of India and had vassalized Tamil Nadu and Kerala, at that time known as the Three Kingdoms. There's only one place they haven't finished yet, Kalinga. And they wanted to finish it with force. The only problem was how. With a bloody battle, of course, because he's Ashoka, what do you expect? Now, there's going to be a big problem with me presenting this battle to you, because this is ancient history. If it's modern, it's very easy to understand what the battle was about and exactly how it went down, because we have many different scripts in many present languages, and if it's super modern, we basically have camera footage, newspapers, and basically a few people that are still alive and remembering that time. But the more and more you go back, the less likely you'll be able to understand the battle. So, most of our information comes from this guy, a Greek person from the Hellenistic period in Chandragupta Maurya's and later Ashoka's court. His name was, wait, let me just look through my notes. Megasthenes, who wrote Indica and gave us a lot of information about ancient India. Thanks to him, we know that both sides had soldiers, cavalry, and an elephant. Let's see what happened next. According to him as well, the Mauryan Empire was the one that made the blow. Well, obviously. The Mauryan Emperor was the one that decided to attack. Now, I don't really know how the battle went down, but based on all the sources I checked, it likely went like this. It went on brutally. The elephants first clashed and pushed until they got tired, and the only thing they thought about was probably eating grass all day long. This likely gave the army time to prepare. After the elephant line was done, the main line, the cavalry on the sides went in. While the infantry was moving forward, the cavalry encircled poor itty-bitty humans. However, they forgot to get rid of the cavalry. So as the infantry walked in, the cavalry could easily defeat them. It was now an infantry-cavalry battle versus just infantry, while the cavalry was busy trying to hydraulic compress them. When they finally did hydraulic compress them, casualties were high on both sides. These were grim, but in the end, Ashoka's army got 150,000 casualties to Kalinga's only 100,000. So although Kalinga's the one that lost, life-wise, it was Ashoka that lost. By the way, this was actually reported by Ashoka himself, so we aren't really sure if he was telling the truth. Nevertheless, this could be a Mauryan victory. I mean, I guess in retrospect it is, but you could see this a ton of different ways. This shaped Ashoka hard. Ashoka had seen so many dead bodies that day. He saw so many people die. It's said that on the battlefield, a Buddhist monk approached him. I mean, I don't know why would the Buddhist monk even be there during a war, but okay. But the Buddhist monk approached him and said that he forgave Ashoka of all his sins and offered him a new life with a simma. It is said on a rock edit, beloved of the gods, King Ashoka conquered the Kalingans 8 years after his coronation. 150,000 were deported, 100,000 were killed, and many more died from other causes. After the Kalingans had been conquered, beloved of the gods came to feel a strong inclination towards the Dharma, a love for the Dharma and for Insta, blah blah blah. Now beloved, blah 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 blah. Oh, here it is. For remorse for having conquered the Kalingans. This was called ahimsa. Ashoka devoted the rest of his life to Buddhism, and he never killed another soul again. Ashoka is credited for spreading Buddhism and peace around India. He is also the reason that Buddhism made its way to Southeast Asia, where it lies today. He is also the reason, or one of the reasons, that Buddhism is the fourth most practiced, if you don't include atheism, religion in the entire world today. This one battle shaped Ashoka's other side, and shaped the world, even today. It shaped how we fight, and it shaped what the word peace means. It shaped peace itself.